Are the Memphis Grizzlies ready to contend in the Western Conference? And what is the path for the Phoenix Suns to get back to the NBA Finals and through the Golden State Warriors? And finally, how you will get paid to watch this one. Let's get it.
This is Enough Said Sports.
Hey guys, I hope all is well in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports. Welcome to Enough Said Sports, where we don't do fandom, we do business, and where we don't make friends, we make money. Thank you for taking the time out of your day or your evening to watch us here on YouTube. This is going to be a preview and prediction video, this time for the National Basketball Association, the NBA. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against those Phoenix Suns. Thank you for taking the time to watch us here, support us. If you like this sort of content, please also join us on Patreon. Click the description box below, the first link. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports and get all of our exclusive content from the NBA, NFL, and college football. And also enter to win for your chance to win a jersey in the monthly giveaway for your favorite NBA, NFL, or college football team. Thank you so much. Details on that are right here just above my head if you want to click that. But other than that, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about this matchup that's going to be coming on Monday, December the 27th, 2021. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies traveling to play those Phoenix Suns there. The Western Conference juggernauts are one of them. The spread in this one is Phoenix is favored by 9. And the total in this one is 219. So let's talk about these Memphis Grizzlies and talk about this interesting basketball team here who is growing up before our very eyes, led by Ja Morant. Are they a legit contender in the Western Conference? I'm going to say that they're closer than they were a season ago, but they're not there yet. But I do like what I see from this Memphis Grizzlies team. I like the grit, no pun intended, because, obviously that's what they're known for there in the grindhouse up there in Memphis. I like the way this team plays. I like the toughness of this basketball team. Dillon Brooks on the defensive end, he's very tenacious. I love the way he plays. I love the way he plays defense especially. Ja Morant, I love what he's done. He's improved his three-point shot and improved himself from the free throw line. You can tell this young man is a hard worker, and I really like this young Memphis team and what they're about and what they're going to do. I think they're going to finish in the middle part of the Western Conference. I think they're going to avoid the play-in tournament this year, which is going to be a big upgrade for this Memphis Grizzlies team. They're not quite there yet. I don't know if they got enough to be there, but they are definitely a formidable basketball team. And with some teams such as the Clippers, who are really injury-ridden, and teams like that were closer to the top last year, seems like Utah is not quite as good as they once were. I think that this team has a chance to sneak up into that top 5 in the Western Conference. Also, not to mention the Portland Trail Blazers, also one of the teams that are struggling. The LA Lakers are also struggling. So the door is open for this Memphis Grizzlies team, but I'm going to say they're not quite ready yet to be serious contenders in the Western Conference. As far as contending to win the conference, they might win a round in the playoffs this year, which I think would be a huge upgrade for them over what they did last year, obviously. But I think that's about all it, about as far as they're going to go. Now, switching over to the Phoenix Suns, what is the path for the Phoenix Suns? Obviously, they lost to the Golden State Warriors, really an undermanned Golden State Warrior team on Christmas Day. Really, really disappointing for this Phoenix Suns team because they're pretty much full strength. Obviously, they're missing Frank Kaminsky, which I think is obviously a bigger loss than people realize because he was really a really nice big body that could stretch the floor for them because he can really shoot, and he was having a great season. But I did, like I said in previous videos, I really like the addition of JaVale McGee, what he does for this particular basketball team as far as his toughness and his rebounding, his size and girth, some of the things that they lacked up against those Milwaukee Bucks last year in the finals. They could have really used somebody like a JaVale McGee. Not saying it would have made all the difference, but maybe it would have definitely, definitely had a chance to make a difference. Don't know if it actually would have. Now, what is the path for this Phoenix Suns team? Obviously, they lost, like I said earlier, to Golden State, an undermanned Golden State. The only path that I see, guys, as good as this Phoenix Suns team is, it's kind of like the whole Jordan syndrome that a lot of guys faced. your Patrick Ewings of the world, your Reggie Millers of the world, your Karl Malones of the world, guys that would have won championships in any other era except for that guy, that number 23 in Chicago was the problem for all of those guys I just mentioned. And unfortunately for the Phoenix Suns, they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and these Golden State Warriors are legit. The only way that I see a path for them to get to the finals this year is going to be if Golden State gets injured. If something happens, somehow Steph Curry gets injured or something, Klay Thompson doesn't work out when he comes back, he gets re-injured, something like that. It's going to take something like that for this Phoenix Suns team to be able to defeat these Golden State Warriors, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, if they didn't get them yesterday with as undermanned as they were at home on Christmas Day, nationally televised audience, the atmosphere was like a playoff game atmosphere. That doesn't bode well for this Phoenix Suns team. It really doesn't, because you're playing up against, a lot of guys in the Golden State right now that under normal circumstances, if they didn't have guys in protocol, if they didn't have guys out, they probably wouldn't even be in the rotation. And they're out there giving it to you. And that's not a good sign as far as them competing for the very, very top position in the Western Conference and getting back to the NBA Finals. That's not to disparage the Phoenix Suns. That's not to show them any disrespect. I have a lot of respect for this team. Those of you who watch my content know that. I really like this Phoenix Suns team. I just think they might be in the wrong place at the wrong time here up against these Golden State Warriors. It's going to be a tough one. And as CP3 over the next few years starts to age, you just wonder how long the Phoenix Suns will be able to be relevant the way that they are right now. You got DeAndre Ayton, who wants a max contract. You got CP3, obviously, who just signed. But now, of course, you got Devin Booker coming up pretty soon, too. So it's a lot of different things. Mikal Bridges, another one, another really, really important piece of this team that's going to want to get paid, and rightfully so, because these guys are legit and they're really, really good. Now, as for this particular contest we're talking about on Monday night, I believe that the Phoenix Suns bounce back here. I think the Phoenix Suns are going to be really, really motivated. I think it's going to be tougher than it probably should be. All right. I think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to come back off of playing back-to-back, and they're going to be a tough out. I think it's going to be a grinded out type of a game. And I'm going to say Phoenix barely covers that 9 points. I think Phoenix covers this 9 points by maybe 10 or 11, somewhere in that area, 10, 11, 12. Maybe. I don't see Phoenix running away and hiding in this game. I think they're going to cover this late because they're just such a complete team. They're going to be wanting to bounce back. They just lost. I like their chances here at home, coming off of a loss, rested against a Memphis Grizzlies team who will have played the night before when they played the Sacramento Kings. And I believe the Phoenix Suns will get the job done here. I like their chances, guys. So I'll take the Phoenix Suns -9. I'll take the Phoenix Suns on the money line. And I'm going to stay off the total. I don't feel one way or the other about the total. I have a slight lean to the under there as far as this particular contest. I'm going to stay off of it because I could see that Phoenix might have an offensive explosion in this game, especially after Golden State kind of bottled them up. They had a little bit of a tough shooting day. I think they bounce back here and bounce back in a big way. So let's take Phoenix -9. Phoenix also to win on the money line, and we'll go from there. Now, Memphis Grizzlies fans, do you think I'm wrong? Do you think you guys are legit contenders in the Western Conference? Phoenix Suns fans, do you think that there's another path other than Golden State getting hurt? Do you think that you guys are good enough to beat those Golden State Warriors even when they are healthy and whole? And finally, let me know what you think about the pick itself. Really appreciate all the support, guys. Couldn't do it without you. And if you like this sort of content, please join us on Patreon. Click the description box below. Click that first link. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports and get the aid your bank account needs. Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful night. Hope you had a great holiday weekend, and I will talk to you again really, really soon. Take care.